Hello! Today we are going to be practicing lower leg and foot stretches and exercises for balance. There are a few things you may want to gather for this video. First, a footrest, footstool, or thick phone book you can place your feet on to do a couple stretches or exercises. Then, a large super ball, lacrosse ball, or tennis ball. So you can better see the exercises, I'm going to do the exercises at the beginning of this video with bare feet. You can choose to do the exercises with bare feet, socks, or even some of them with shoes on. Just find what is most comfortable for you. Keep your shoes handy. At the end, we're going to do some of the stretches with our shoes on. Let's get started. Start by sitting up nice and tall. Place your feet flat on the floor and lengthen up through your whole back and spine. Even though this video is for the lower body, let's take a moment just to check in with the whole body. Take a roll with the shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, settle the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale down once again. Long reach, feeling a stretch from the feet up to the fingers. And integrate back into the center. And let's draw our focus right down to our feet. And bring one foot up, crossing it over. And draw it into a stretch for the plantar arch. As little or as much of a stretch as feels right for you. Drawing gently back into that stretch. Stretching also across that big toe here as you're stretching that arch. Breathing into that stretch, waking up that foot. And adding to that a little massage around the heel. Those feet work so hard for you every day. All those little muscles, bones and tendons. Just move gently into these stretches and exercises today. And let's continue that bit of a massage going the other way and just gently stretch the foot. Not a hard stretch and not trying to point the foot over stretching it, just a little bit of a stretch. Just waking up the front, the top of that foot as we massage through the top of the foot there. Just invigorating those muscles a little bit. And then relax that side down. Same thing on the other side. A stretch for the arch of the foot, and especially that big toe. Drawing that back. Breathing into it, relaxing the shoulders, head and neck. Reminding yourself not to add any tension anywhere else as you stretch one part of the body. Then adding in a little massage around the heel, the ankle, lower foot, the arch of the foot. Whatever feels right for you. To just gently start to wake up and warm up that foot. Breathing into that gentle stretch. And And then guiding it back the other way into a very gentle stretch for the top of the foot, not overdoing it and crunching through the toes, just waking up the top of the foot there and using the hands to massage and stretch through it, guiding it into a stretch. And then release. We'll take the same kind of thing, moving along the sides of the legs. Any muscles that need just a little bit of wake up here, just warming those up and into the back of the legs. Not dwelling on it for very long, but just giving that a little attention and switching over to the other side. Just warming up through these muscles. And edge your support to the side for a moment. We'll use that again. And then sitting up nice and tall, using your core strength to support you. Core and low back support the leg as you stretch that leg out, shoulders and shoulder blades down. First, just find a stretch through the back of the leg. Should feel good after you gave that a little bit of a massage. A long stretch all the way down and out through the heel. And then take a little circle around, moving smoothly through each part of the foot. Trying not to miss a thing, seeing where you can trace through that circle. Then reverse all the way around through that foot, that ankle. Breathing into it once again. And release that side down. Switching over, flex it out. First sitting nice and tall through the core, shoulders, shoulder blades down. Head, neck relaxed. And circling steadily around. Taking your time to really feel your way through the foot, the toes, the ankle, and then reverse all the way around, bit by bit, tracing your way through. One more time, and release it down. Shake out your arms for a moment, shoulders do a little roll. And we'll take it up once again. This time, draw your name. Trace the letters, your choice, either capital letters or small letters. Really trying to get into each part of that foot. Your first name, and if you have a short first name, add your middle name as well. Make sure you get at least 10 letters. And when you finish, lower that side down and come to the other side, stretching out maybe your last name now. Again, about 10 letters. challenging your foot to find so much variety here. So many different ways to move. If you finish your last name, you still need more letters, go ahead and start your first name again. And when you finish, lower that one back down. And then we're going to take a little splay with the toes, reaching them out nice and wide, as far away from each other as they can go, and just hold that there. Breathing into that stretch and lower down to rest. Stretching them out wide into that stretch and lower down. One more time. Splaying them out wide, stretchy, stretch, 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 stretch. And now we're going to alternate, curving them in tight into a little ball. And then stretch them out as far as you can go. Curve them into a tight little ball. And then stretch them out as wide as they can go. Curve them into a little ball. And then stretch them out as tight as they can go. Good, we're going to do that same little curve and stretch, except we're going to take it going across the center. We're going to gather, and then we're going to release and splay away. So gather across, splay away. One foot at a time. Gather across and splay away. Gather across and splay away. One more time. Gather across and splay away. Other foot. Gather across and splay away. Gather across and splay it away. Gather it, splay it away. One more, gather and splay. Now we're going to bend our mind a little bit and do the opposite thing. We're going to gather it away and throw it to center. Gather it away and throw it to center. Gather and throw. Once more. There you go. You could do the hands too if you want, if it helps. Sometimes it helps to train the foot. Gather and throw. Gather and throw once more. Gather and throw. Our last one here we're going to do like this is we're going to gather up marbles. As if there were little marbles on the floor. Any direction, anywhere they're rolling, just pick up little marbles with your toes. Gather, 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 grab, 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 grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 5 more little gathers. And there you go. Take some breaths. Roll your shoulders. Loosen up. And we'll take a very gentle little stretch through our feet. Just by rocking the feet up toward you, drawing them toward your body. Breathing, 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 breathing. Feeling it into the front of your shins. And then reverse it through. And we'll roll the other way up to the toes. Feeling this a little bit into the back of your calf muscles. Hold it there for just a few breaths. And we'll reverse and come back through the other way, drawing the toes up, feeling into the front of your shins, breathing into that. Very gentle stretch. And then we'll reverse it, coming back through. And we'll relax it down. Shift forward a little bit toward the edge of your chair, sitting up nice and tall. We'll take ball of the foot, gently pressing the ground. Stretch to the toe. Make sure you're not pointing hard and causing extra stress. Ball of the foot and heel. So it's ball, toe, ball, heel. Try the other side. Ball, toe, ball, heel. You may want to hold on to the chair as you do this. Ball, toe, ball, heel, ball, toe, ball, heel. Just walking and rolling through that foot. Ball, toe, ball, heel. As you do this, try to spread the toes nice and wide so they're not crunched up at all. Not feeling tight together. Just smoothly easing onto and off of the floor. Once more, each side. Very good. There you are. Find that little ball, whichever one is more comfortable for you. See if you prefer a larger tennis ball or lacrosse ball, or if you prefer a smaller one. Being gentle with your foot, ease that ball up and down through your foot and just massage, not pressing hard against your foot. Just tenderly start to release any parts that feel tight or sore. With movements or stretches like these, be sure to check in with your doctor or physical therapist first. If you have any conditions, any injuries with your foot, to make sure it's all right to do a foot massage like this or any of these other exercises. Take some little circles, massaging under your foot. Be patient and gentle as you move into this. Just loosening up. And switch over to the other side. Starting gently, introducing that foot to this kind of gentle massage. Loosening it up, releasing tension. Finding any places in the foot that could use a little extra release, a little extra attention. Either in the arch or up in the ball of the foot, behind the toes. Breathing into that little massage and release. And bringing that to a gentle close. we'll slip back into our shoes for some stretches. I'll meet you there. I'm going to show this one from the side. You do not have to turn your chair. Step either one or both feet onto your support and gently lower one foot down. Start with this very gentle to find the right stretch and ease into it, stretching around your Achilles tendon and your soleus muscles, which are right on the sides here. Find a gentle, gentle stretch and ease into it, only deepening it as it feels comfortable for you, and just breathe into that stretch. And release that smoothly. If you're new to this kind of stretch, only take it for a short period of time. We'll take the other side. Very gentle into the stretch. Ease into it. Maybe a little different from one side to the other. How far you can go into that stretch. Breathe into it. And gently release. Now we're going to take a little heel raise with this one. You can either do this with one foot at a time or with both. To do this with one foot, you drop just one heel off of there and add just a little bit of resistance by leaning forward and raise and lower and raise and lower. Again, if this is new to you, you may only need to do 3 or 4 of these before you've done enough. Switch to the other side. Gently lower it down into position. A little bit of body resistance. Again, since it is your own body's resistance, you can always lighten that resistance or add a little bit more. Then raise and lower and raise and lower and raise and lower and raise and lower. If you like, you can take both of them at the same time. Again, monitoring how low you want to take those heels down. If you've been doing this for a while, you can drop them down lower. This is new to you. You may want to keep it very small. And also, how much resistance you want to add is up to you. If you've been doing it for a while, you can take your body forward and add more resistance. If this is brand new to you, very, very light resistance. Start with the heels lower down a little bit and raise and lower and raise and lower. Adding more resistance as it feels right to you, and raise and lower. One more time. Move the support gently out of the way. Place your feet solidly on the floor. Shift forward, press into the ground to come up to standing. And we're going to take just a couple more stretches here. Stretch your leg out behind you, feet parallel. Leaning forward so you feel a stretch in the back of your calf. Try to have that front leg nice and even so you're not falling forward with that knee. Even though you're leaning forward into the hips, your front leg, your front knee is right over your ankle. Breathe into that stretch. A few more breaths here. And then gently release. And we'll switch to the other side. Set it up nice and smooth. Experiment for yourself about how far back you want that leg so you can lean into that stretch comfortably without having to take that knee forward over your toes. And get a nice stretch in the back. This time into that gastroc muscle, the large muscle up here in the back of your calf. Breathe into that stretch. We're going to do just one more. Your feet are in parallel, your knees bend. You just shift directly forward to find a stretch right around that same area we were stretching earlier, around that soleus. We'll give it just a little more stretch after that work we did. A few more breaths here. And release. Other side, nice and even. Knees facing forward, toes facing forward, hips facing forward. And then just slide everything into place to feel that stretch on either side of your lower leg. And release it out. Take a nice long breath in. Down to the toes. Inhale. Exhale. And thank you very much.